Hello, and welcome to my top 5 films of the last decade. I know it may seem like an odd time to publish this list, considering the last decade ended 6 months ago. But with no recent cinema trips and no new films to watch, I've had a lot of time to reassess my favourites from this time period, and now I will present them in this list. So starting at number 5, I have The Social Network from David Fincher, which is one of the few real-life stories which I really love. I'm usually more drawn towards original stories, but here it's impossible not to be impressed by this film because it excels in every department: direction, writing, acting, music, and editing. It is an ensemble of supreme talents who all bring their best work. It is based on a real-life story, yet the themes in the film are so rich, it feels like it could be based on a novel. And although it is about Facebook, it's not really about Facebook specifically. It is about power, camaraderie, betrayal. I think you could substitute Facebook for another business like Instagram or Spotify, and the film would still work. Of course, there's no denying that it is a film about our times, about our generation. But the themes are so universal and will remain so, and that's why the film is a masterpiece that will never age. There have been many great romantic films over the last decade, but Her is my number one, because it's not only a film about love, but also a film about what is felt before and after love. Loneliness, nostalgia, hope, regret, and closure. It's a miracle that the film managed to depict love and all its externalities by focusing on a romance involving an AI. Yet, we never question the plausibility because the interactions between Theodore and Samantha are so genuine and real. I rank this film so highly because of the themes, the Arcade Fire soundtrack, and of course the performance of Joaquin Phoenix as Theodore. His performance is so tender, so heartfelt. He's a character that I really do care about, and is the main reason why I love this film so much. So at number 3, we have Boyhood. The film on this list which can be classed as most important. Important not in the way that it changed my life, but important because it was the seed which grew to my love of cinema going. Prior to seeing this film at the cinema, I had always been skeptical of modern films and was adamant that there hadn't been any great films since the 1990s. This opinion was of course very snobbish and naive. A few hours after seeing Boyhood, I thought to myself, now that is one of the greatest films I have ever seen. And I have seen it in a cinema. And it is the year 2014. Modern cinema is alive. Now this was a big turning point in my film career. And since then I've been an avid cinema goer. Boyhood is a film about everyday life, the passing of time. And what seems ordinary is actually extraordinary. So in second place is Manchester by the Sea from Kenneth Lonergan. This is a film about grief within a small community. I won't say any more about the plot, and I will just say that I love this film because in between all the anguish experienced there is kindness and bravery, and this gives hope. Hope that these characters will live on after the end credits roll, and hope that we can use in the real world to overcome distressing experiences. It's a tough watch, but I find it very rewarding, and I think it speaks a lot that I've already seen this film 3 times. And the number 1 is The Tree of Life. Again, it's hard to explain why this film is so great, but of course I've got to say something. So I think The Tree of Life is my number 1 because the cumulative emotional power is greater than any other film this decade. It is one of the boldest and most ambitious films ever made. In just over 2 hours it covers the origins of the universe, the life we live, and what lies ahead. Even though the scale is gargantuan, it is an intimate film, full of beautiful small moments. I've always said that you should judge a film by how you feel at the end. And after watching this film, I feel alive. So, how can you top that?